Welcome to Empire Talk. I'm your boy Hakeem Rashad.
I'm Zoe Jordan Middleton.
And it's your boy Drake, where they're all
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there?
pretty good, man. I got this fan. I just got off of work, got my little fan in the corner giving me some breeze because in Texas right now, at least in Fort Worth, where I'm from, it's 104 degrees outside. So they had me
Wow.
playing pickleball this morning with the kids. I'm doing this camp program over at this
Nice.
private school. So I'm pretty beat. I have a hoodie on for a reason. But this has nothing to do with the heat outside. So yeah, just fresh off of work, and now I'm ready for a conversation.
They
Yes.
had y'all playing pickleball in 104-degree weather.
Well, it wasn't 104 degrees yet. And
Oh,
so it was in the 90s though, for sure. And
mm-mm.
so we were playing pickleball in the 90s. These kids was having a ball. I was sitting out in the shade trying to referee from
Yeah.
what I could see from that
Mm.
distance. So, had my little SPF on and everything for my skincare routine. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was out there with the pickleball. Then it went to Black Flag, and then everybody had to get inside. But yeah, they did have me out there playing pickleball in this Texas weather.
See,
Wow.
I'm over the heat. I'm ready for it to go away. I'm ready for Halloween. Ready
Oh
for my
yes, me too.
birthday. Ready for
Fall, that's my birthday.
Thanksgiving.
That's my
Yes.
birthday.
I'm ready for some fall weather.
I'm
October
ready for the
2nd.
leaves to change colors.
Yeah,
Fall
And
me.
I'm sick of bugs.
and you sick of bugs. You're true.
Bugs.
It's a lot of
Me
bugs out
too.
here in Texas.
I'm gonna
Spiders.
give
There's so
you
many
Different than
spiders.
Georgia.
There's so many spiders. And sidebar,
spiders. Oh, I hate those.
weird sidebar. I have been seeing so many dead moths on the ground lately. I don't know if
Really?
anyone else has been noticing that, but like not like regular like eating your clothes type of moths, like the really intricate, different colored
Mhm.
moths dead on the ground everywhere.
That might spark a conspiracy at one point. I have not seen that. I mean, at least out here in Texas, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
And
because I've been
so
seeing them everywhere.
that's crazy.
Like specifically at gas stations, which is typically usually where I'd see them. Like I saw like a really pretty green one like getting eaten up by ants. I saw one that
Oh
was
yeah.
like black and white and almost looked like a tiger, like a zebra, like dead. Like all the really pretty ones that like I actually tolerate are dying. It's weird.
That's
Wow.
odd. Hmm.
Mm. Well, y'all, the topics of the night, I'm so excited to get into this whole recap. We're going to touch on Nolan Wells' update because this case is still going and pending. We're going to also talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to speak about the next movies, the latest movies, which y'all watching out there, which y'all liking. Let us know in the comments, as y'all do. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about, or what topics or what movies or TV shows y'all like us to cover. We love to hear what you guys think, and
We
be
do.
transparent as well too.
Please.
So we're gonna start out with Nolan Wells. So today with his autopsy came in, and this is his second, like you were saying, Drake, of the Independent from his parents, and now it's a few discretions, as far as like things missing, as far as his throat, and then there was like a minor injury in his back of his head. It was like it was like they said, it was like bruised, and his body was so decomposed where it was hard to kind of tell in between where these bruises, or is this just body decomposure.
Because of the water.
Yes,
Hmm.
him being out there. So it's definitely not adding up, and it's a shame that, after all of this, is still pending, which makes you think like, of course, there's more to this story, or, especially with his throat being missing. Like the first autopsy, I feel like they need to reveal what they got or showed, or the pictures. I feel like that would give some great insights on what their autopsy looked like, since they had the first autopsy, and it was like 15 days in between, from the independent autopsy. So it's like that's a lot of days gone by where things can happen.
Did you say missing? Like
Yes,
or
from the
like
first autopsy, they took some pieces. They didn't give those
oh,
back.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so okay, so that's what I was wondering. So from the first autopsy, they
Yeah.
took out parts of his throat
Yes.
Mm,
and didn't. Okay. Um, and he has blunt force trauma to the back of the head, slight
mhm.
blunt force
Yeah.
trauma.
Yes.
Um, Well, I can say that I'm super glad that the family got an independent autopsy. I think that that's extremely important so that we get the real facts. And like you
Yes,
said, like there's been no photos or anything released of like the first one. I don't trust it. I
yeah,
just I just don't trust it. I feel it in my spirit. Something is off about it. I don't trust it. I don't trust the team who did the first autopsy, if you will. I mean, maybe that's a stretch. I'm not gonna say that I 100% don't trust that,
yes.
but something does feel off. And so I'm interested to see the conclusion of this autopsy, and I'm gonna wait until I see that and get the information from that for me to further speak about it because I want to see exactly what this independent autopsy displays.
That's correct because it's an ongoing case, and
Yeah.
it just broke my heart to even just to listen to the autopsy, and I just feel like it's just so unfair. And we're not here, we're not making things a race thing here at all,
No, we're
but
not.
we cannot help the history that happens in our communities.
Yeah.
So that's more where we coming from with Nolan Wells.
Yeah, it is what it is. If y'all want to be blind at this point, then y'all be blind and
Yeah,
ignorant. Willfully ignorant. So
right.
that ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. Facts are facts. History is history. History repeats itself and is still ongoing. This is a very unfortunate, yet another unfortunate happening. And I'm just interested for the answers. And yeah, like I said, I'm very interested in this independent autopsy. I'm very
Yeah,
interested in this independent autopsy. So I'm glad to
And
hear that it's happening right now.
yeah, me too.
it's really like, how many times do we have to say, oh, it's another unfortunate, oh, it's another, oh, it's another? Like, how many times does that have to keep being said before people actually wake up? Hello. There's at least like 6 of these cases a year. It's more than that. I'm being generous.
Hmm.
So
And
how
only
many
some of them
times?
make them to the media. So imagine how
Mhm.
many more cases there are.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so correct.
There's so many other like things like this that are just swept under the rug or just not like given justice. Um, or like we don't really know about it until a while later. Like the boy who got shot after the convenience store owner thought he stole water.
Yeah, I think you.
That happened in 2020, I believe 2023,
Hmm.
and it just became so big like earlier this year because things actually started getting released in terms of like the court case and stuff. Like this shouldn't just now be getting this much attention, and it happened 3, maybe 4 years ago. So it's too much.
Yeah, this case is definitely. I feel like it's definitely coming to an end, rightfully so. Because the family want closure, and we send our condolences to his family.
Absolutely.
For everything they're experiencing right now. Only I can imagine those things, and it's just horrific that we still are experiencing. And racism, whatever you want to call it, like in modern day time, it's like, just like it's happening in Mississippi. So I feel like it reminds me of the case where, what's it, Emmett Till, and
Hmm.
it's weird that Ollie think, like that these cases are similar, like, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, you being a minority. It's just all the elements just not set up for, us. And
It's
of
not, and
course,
it's designed that way for a
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty. Well, as this case is going, we're going to continue to give you guys updates, and we're going to move forward with our next hot takes. So, what we got is
So, question: is Hollywood running out of original ideas with all the remakes and reboots? Me specifically, when it comes to that, when I think of that, I think Disney, like doing too much in terms of remakes and reboots. Why are there 6 Toy Stories?
Now, I'm a Toy
Why are there
Story
six Toy
baby.
Stories?
I don't
Actually, I
know.
think it's
I only
five.
know the original one. That's
I
it.
think
I'm
it's
sorry, I don't know any
I
else.
think it's five. I think I gave them an extra one. Why are there 5 Toy Stories? Why? But Like apparently the newest one wasn't bad. Why is there a live action Moana? Who
Okay,
asked?
let me speak on the Toy Story one, coming just from my production mindset. I think as far as them making another Toy Story film, they want to gain the demographics, right? So I want to gain the largest demographic that I can when I make a film. So if I make a Toy Story 5, the newer kids that don't really know about the OG Toy Story, I got to add a little bit of Gen Z, Gen Alpha stuff in there so that they get it.
Yeah.
But I'm also bringing my audience of the millennials and everybody else and bringing that nostalgic feeling back to them because right now we are fiending for nostalgia. Like, I'm fiending for nostalgia. I don't know about
Me too. Me
y'all,
too.
I
but
mean, I could definitely understand that. It's not, and I've heard fairly good things about the new one because it talks about kids going from toys to electronics, especially at a
Mhm.
younger age. I have yet
Mm.
to see the fifth one. Is it five or six?
I think
I
it's 5.
I think it's
I mean, I
five. I
haven't
feel
seen
like I gave them an extra one by saying six. All I know is that they have a lot. Um, the first three will always be top tier to me. Um, so I don't know. I'd still watch the fifth one. I don't know if it's out on streaming platforms right now, but like I'd watch it just to see. But it kind of pissed me off because in the fourth one, Woody did the one thing that he's known to never do. Why are we switching up?
Oh, no, not they switching up the.
Yes, because he ended
No.
up like it they made it make sense, but it was a really completely like he left like he no longer wanted to be a toy. Like well like he's a, like duh, he's a toy, but like he no longer wanted to like he left to be like free with Lobo Pete. So it's like
it.
mind you, we went from screaming in Buzz Lightyear's face, "You are a toy. Like your job is to be here to like dip in." And it's like they made it make sense, but they did all that just for him to come back. I don't know if he stays in the new movie, but my main thing is also like instead of doing new, I miss Disney originals specifically.
Yeah.
I think lately, especially this year, Hollywood has actually been doing a pretty good job overall with like original movies. Um, like we had Sinners, one of the best movies I think I've ever seen in my
Oh, loved it. Loved
life.
it.
I saw that in theaters three times.
Yeah.
I I cried about every time I watched it.
Yeah,
No
that movie was special.
shame. Like,
Yeah.
and then you know, there's I don't know. I've seen a lot of like trailers and stuff. Like AMC is about to have all of my money. So when I think of like reboots and remakes, it's specifically Disney. Why is there a live action Moana? Who asked for that? Why am I looking at The Rock in a lace front and muscle suit? Hey,
Rock always gonna be in the movies. Always in them
Rock
live
is,
action
oh
movies.
my God.
Dwayne
He's,
Johnson, right there,
yes,
every time.
yes, yes.
I
and I mean,
mean,
I'm not. I mean, I'm glad they have the original actor or whatever, but like also the girl who played Moana, they straightened her hair for the role. The hair that she
So,
had, like her natural hair, fits like the animated Moana's to a T because she's the same ethnicity, so she looks like Moana.
right,
And in the movie, her hair is like instead of having like the tight wave pattern, almost curls, but not quite in the animation. Her hair looks like she had a blowout. She's not
I
bad.
wow.
don't think that they do too well every time with matching the characters, physically speaking, to the actual characters in the OG film,
Yeah,
live action. I don't think that they matched them up pretty good sometimes, and I think that they may have been a time where they didn't do a good job. But as far as reboots and remakes, do I think that Hollywood is running out of ideas? Yes. I think that Hollywood is
yeah,
running out of ideas, and it's unfortunate. That's why you have so many other well, not so many other, but so many independent filmmakers outside
yeah,
of Hollywood doing their own things with original ideas. Hollywood is definitely running out. Hollywood definitely takes from everybody else and makes, high budget films. And it just kind of feels inauthentic now. It just kind of feels like,
yeah,
okay, what are we doing? Oh, another
yeah.
thriller, the same type of thriller, the same type of comedy. Like, what's new? I think that they need to start inviting in more innovative and newer people to the business that have new innovative ideas.
Yeah.
That's a lot of why I like A24 movies because they may
Oh, I'm a
not,
big
they're
fan.
Love
very
Yeah.
weird, you know what I'm saying, and very intricate and
Mhm.
very kind of like mind bending, but they're different. Jordan Peele is my favorite director and producer.
yes.
Like
Same.
his movies are not like everybody else's movies. That's
No.
why everybody was intrigued and enthralled with Sinners because
Yeah.
though it wasn't my favorite movie, I appreciate the art and I respect the art of
Yeah,
it.
that's
And
worth
I knew
me.
that Zoe was gonna make that face, but I appreciate the art, and I appreciate it because I'm in film. I understand it, and so something like Sinners coming out, everybody gonna be on that because it's different. Everybody gonna be on a Jordan Peele movie when it come out because it's different. It's not another remake or reboot of the same idea, just constantly going in a hamster wheel.
Mhm.
So I definitely think all in all that Hollywood is running out of ideas. They need to do something or I mean, but I be telling everybody like all the time, Hollywood is crumbling. Hollywood is falling.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not a big fan of remakes. I feel like a lot of these originals need to stay original. Like it's
Yeah,
original for a reason. Like
they
even
need
like
to stop doing the
the
remakes.
first Candyman, I feel like that shouldn't be touched. Like
It
they made
shouldn't.
another remake of the Candyman, more of like you said, like a Gen Z or a millennial type of Candyman. I feel like no, the original was pretty good and stuff, and it was really
Yeah.
scary. So when you
Exactly.
tamper with it too much, it takes away, the feel. Just like Fridays. I like Fridays, but I feel like it's too many Fridays. Like, okay.
Something shouldn't be touched. Let's talk about Scary Movie 6. Should have never did. Was awful.
I haven't
I
seen
haven't seen
Scary
it.
Movie
Yeah,
6.
I haven't.
Was
Awful.
it
Oh
Some
bad?
things are
no.
just not meant to be touched again. Leave that nostalgia in the
Mm-hmm.
past. Leave that
Yeah.
nostalgic feeling. Some things just cannot be redone or retouched.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then,
agree.
like in older movies, there's a lot more passion that goes into it because everything was not at their fingertips like it is now for these
Yeah,
filmmakers these days. You don't have a lot of the same equipment that they didn't have back then. Like the OG Jurassic Park compared to the new one, the old one is always going to be better
Yeah.
because they had to put a lot more
yeah.
time and effort and creativity into it because they didn't have
R.I.P.
all
to
the
old dude
VFX and
too.
everything.
Old
Yeah.
dude from the original Jurassic Park passed away a few days ago.
Oh
I
wow.
saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
R.I.P. to him.
Oh,
But he he I don't know. It's sort of like I do agree that I do think that they're running out of ideas. I mean, there's only so many original ideas that could be had. You can
mhm.
take someone's original idea and make it your own original idea, for lack of a better term. Like you can turn it into something sort of like fresh or different in your eyes and spin it into something else. Um, so I don't know, but I think, but the same thing with them remaking or just keep doing the same movies. Or like, th- it gets to a point where people are jumping the shark, and it's like they're overdoing it to a point. Which
hmm.
I would like if you told me that that was the case for Scary Movie 6, I'd believe you. Um,
The overdoing?
yeah,
Oh,
and
definitely.
like bringing back
Okay, I
older
see.
like things from the OGs. But like y'all said, people are really reaching for nostalgia right now because there's a lot
Hmm.
going on. But at the same time, we have so many streaming platforms. You can find the original somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
and not only that, I just want to see. There's so many people that's talented out here. There's new writers. There's people who can
Exactly.
bring a lot of good new stories to Hollywood. I just feel like
No
those
idea.
people get looked over. So I feel like if we look more into a variety of new people, like open doors, people who never done this or did done this, like I feel like they need more opportunities instead of keep recycling.
Hmm.
Right.
Have a
Because
balance. It's not a balanced out.
no, it's
Yeah.
not a balance. And in Hollywood and filmmaking, I mean, this is a whole nother topic for a different day because
Yeah,
it's so much to
we
talk
could go
about.
on.
But the writer's room is very important in
Mhm.
this whole process of making a film. And sometimes the people who should get shine don't get shine because of the corporate part of it all. The
Yeah,
creativity gets lost in the corporate portion
yeah,
of filmmaking, which is very unfortunate because there's some great ideas in that writer's room. But if it doesn't make it through corporate, and if it doesn't get stamped, it's not approved. But that's a
Yeah.
totally different conversation. But I think
Yeah.
that that's why Hollywood is failing. Y'all need to give more people a chance
Yeah.
to give their ideas and take that shot. We're tired of seeing the same thing, Hollywood.
And not even just when it comes to writing and stuff, actors too.
Hmm.
I'm so sick of
Actors,
seeing the same people. Oh my gosh. Especially, and it be the people that have the range of a piece of driftwood.
not a piece of driftwood.
What? It be
Yeah,
the
because
same people over and over and over again. Like, if I hear, now, I'm not saying he's a bad actor. He's not, you know. I'm so sick of seeing Jacob Elordi's face on my screen. I'm over
what are
it.
you playing?
Him and Sydney Sweeney. He was just
Oh,
in
Sydney
Wuthering
Sweeney
Heights.
is on a live right now.
He who
Yeah.
he was just in Wuthering Heights, which people were mad about because in the book, the male main character of Wuthering Heights was supposed to be a man of color.
Hmm.
Oh.
Because that was a part of the conflict. Like, yes, there was a social status thing, but it was also a race thing, which is why the social status thing was so
Right,
the way that it was. So people were upset because he was supposed to be, I don't remember the ethnicity. I just remember it was supposed to be someone with melanated skin.
right.
Okay.
And then I saw a trailer. I went to the movies yesterday, and he was in this one, like, I don't remember the name of it. The trailer just dropped. It's like a post-apocalyptic movie thing. And again, Jacob Elordi, he's a pretty good actor.
Hmm.
I'm not mad at it. I'm
Right.
just personally sick of seeing his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing the same
Like,
actors and
and
actresses.
Sydney Sweeney, again, Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria, she was great. Like, whenever she would be like, she was perfect at playing the really annoying, whiny, doing too much, girl. I mean, anyway, she was really good at that, but her and other types of like genres of film. She was in that one movie about that boxer that no one knew that she was in because there was no marketing for it. Like, no one knew that movie existed until someone was like, Sydney Sweeney's new movie, and everyone's like, Sydney Sweeney has a new movie.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. It was a
Yeah.
give other actors a chance too.
Yeah, open it up. Open
Yeah.
up the stop gatekeeping. Open up
That
to
part. Yeah.
new creatives, please.
Yeah.
Me included. Hey guys,
You included.
hire me. Put me on
We sick of it.
actually. Like, y'all so stuck on the same like actors who are bleeding y'all dry money wise. Hey,
Right.
My pay.
I'm right here.
Y'all could break down that budget a lot better. You get some new
Yes.
people in
I'm
there.
not gonna ask for $3 billion. It's okay. I don't need
Right.
it. You know.
Okay, so our next question, Drake, what we got for a hot take?
Okay, so for our next hot take, we are going to talk about or ask what is a film that has been hyped up by the public that is actually not good? And I'll go first.
Mm,
Obsession.
mm.
Obsession. I'm absolutely not obsessed with it. So I guess it's hard, you
Come
know.
on.
Everybody's talking about it. Obsession, obsession, obsession. Did you see Obsession? Like, okay, cool. Let me watch Obsession. Um,
That's too funny, man.
And
I
then he
gotta
had the
tell
nerve
you.
to make it a pun.
Well, I only watched it once, but I feel like I need to go back and watch it.
You
And
don't.
oh, don't okay. Oh, because like Zoe said, like, what's that movie you said it reminded of us of? And when I watched, them, like, yeah,
Some
it
of
does.
the some of the scares I remember saying some of the scares and it reminded me of Hereditary. The
Oh,
Yes,
Hereditary.
it
shadow
definitely
work.
gave me. I'm like, when I
I
saw
never
the
watched it.
the gory part, I'm like, wait, this is gory. I'm thinking it's just gonna be
Hmm.
like, just like a psycho movie, like, oh, she's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like a psycho kind of thriller horror.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, this is kind of gory. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
a little bit gory. I didn't like necessarily because, okay, this is how I have to break it down. Like, I had to kind of train myself because I am in film and television. So I
Yeah,
always want to train myself to watch as an audience member and not as like what I would
yeah,
do differently as a producer or a director, what have you. And
yeah.
so as I was watching it, even as an audience member, I didn't really enjoy it. But I just felt like the script was just so elementary, that it was just so basic. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have done a lot more with the script as far as now the cinematography and the scenes and everything were great.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
They did
just
it.
that the
Yeah.
dialogue and all of that kind of stuff, the script could have been written better in that aspect. And a lot of the parts were just kind of corny to me. Like, girl, come up out that dark, get up out that closet. Wherever she was hiding in that little dark and she come and she pop out. You know, like that kind of stuff is just a little bit cringe
Yes.
to me. So it's just like a little
Okay,
bit
but like
cringe. Like it's not a jump scare. It's not scary. It's corny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I just don't see it as this phenomenal horror film of the year like a lot of other people do.
now, did you? I assume you saw Hereditary.
I didn't know.
Okay, watch Hereditary.
Really.
What?
I
Yo,
seen that little part of that woman. She was like butt naked or something. She running around the
Oh,
house and she
creepy.
screaming
I'm
and all
still
that kind of stuff.
traumatized.
Baby, y'all could keep it.
I am
one
traumatized from that
thing.
movie.
See, okay, if you look at the like horror scenes from Hereditary, that's what I mean when I like. They're not the same concept, but because one's like a cultish kind of thing, and one, but I just mean like sort of like the cinematography style, like
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
scare
right.
or like the shadow work, and because there's like one scene in Hereditary where like if you like don't like go like this, like if you don't squint, you're gonna miss it. And like the mom
Mm.
is just crawling on the wall, like
Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah,
creepy.
like little subtle things.
yes,
Scary.
and it was like that, and I really enjoyed that aspect in Obsession. And you saying it's corny, like you basically just called me scary because I did sleep with my lights on for the next 3 nights, and I don't want to
Scary.
hear anything about it.
That movie was not scary at all.
Gosh,
I
but
wasn't
It
it's
was
scared.
not.
more of a thriller to me.
It was just too gory. It's like I don't like.
It only got gory at the end. It got gory like during the last 10 minutes
Shoot.
No,
Where
with
did
the
you get
head,
Hakeem
the
that it
bus,
was what?
the head on the car seat. I mean the bump.
on the brick.
No,
No,
come on, dog. Like when the
when she
girl was
bashed the
in the
girl head against
car
the
Yes, when she
car.
was bashing her head on the
and
brick,
she
she
bust
was
through
on the
the
brick,
window
and
and she was bashing, I'm like, man,
Yes,
here we go. Now you want to talk about repetitive. That's corny. You know what I'm saying? Give me something I don't expect. Oh, we all know that the killer gonna bust through the window and she's getting her head bashed into the car and all that kind of stuff. It was just,
so
come
that did
on, give me
jump. Well,
something
you
new.
did you see it? You didn't see it in theaters.
oh, you saw it in theater. Okay,
I
so that's
saw it in
probably wrong.
Oh,
theaters.
we can't talk about that. Yeah.
I saw it in theaters twice. So you knew it was coming because the way that they like did the shots. Like, yeah, you knew it was coming, but you didn't know when it was coming. And when I saw it, I did jump out my skin a little bit, just a tad, because the scene's so loud, and you're in a theater, so you're just watching it, and like it's because you're anticipating it. Like that's the part that sort of like gets you because you're anticipating it, but it's like you don't know when. Like, and it's not because of there's no like music in the background that's sort of like swelling up to let you know like there's nothing else but dialogue. But you see them focusing a little too hard on that window, and you're like, I feel like something's about to happen, but there's no indication letting you know that something's about to happen until it happens. And then this crazy girl busts through the window and you almost piss your pants. That's the part of but I feel like as specifically as like it has its creepy aspects, of course. Specifically though, as a woman watching Hereditary, it has that extra element of like that extra like fear factor into it because I feel like now obviously we can't relate to someone snapping a twig and all of a sudden we're like possessed or something,
Yeah,
but it's the fact that there are a lot of guys like Bear that would like first of all the like victimizing thing like with that one part when she was like um and then I'm gonna stop because I realized like I can keep talking about this movie forever, and I just realized how
mm.
long I've been talking about it, and that wasn't the question. So, um, but that part where she was like, "Kill me, please," and he goes, "What's so wrong with being with me?" I almost jumped through the screen and killed him myself. Shut
Oh,
up!
Yeah, I was kind of over it at that point. I'm like,
yeah,
Oh my
Lord,
gosh,
give us a box of rocks.
I really enjoyed the movie. I will say that I thoroughly
yeah.
enjoyed the movie. I
I
just
give it a 7.
Okay, I'll take that.
I
Yeah.
give
I'll
it
take
a
a
two.
7. That's a passing grade.
I
Okay.
give it a two.
Oh. Okay.
I'm
On
just
to
playing, y'all.
a brighter
I give it
movie.
around a little six.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
I get a little six.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, on to a brighter movie, Odyssey. So that's something that's people been talking about in a great way. I haven't watched it yet, but I have saw clips, and I love the Greek mythology and the story, so I'm a big fan. So what do y'all think?
I saw it last night. It was I cried twice. Not necessarily because the story is like sad. I mean, it's sad, but like that's not why. It was such Christopher Nolan, man.
Yeah, Christopher
Oh,
Nolan is a beast.
oh my gosh, that movie was nothing short of a cinematic masterpiece. I walked out that theater and I was like my friends had to like put like I I love this story inside and out. I basically recite it by heart. I think it's really funny because as of right now, the most like accurate depiction of the original story is Epic the Musical, which I also love and I've listened to a bajillion times. But it was genuinely such an astounding film. I plan on seeing it at least 2 more times in the theaters.
Wow,
It was
I'm a huge fan of the
Okay.
lineup.
it was
The
beautiful.
lineup is crazy.
Now, I
Yes.
have to interrupt, guys, because we have to bring it back to the question, which is a movie that people have hyped that wasn't worth it. Y'all done went right off track with the Odyssey, which I love about it. What is something that's hyped that wasn't worth it?
I know. I just had to touch. I'm like, you know what? This
Go see the Odyssey and then
the
I'll be back.
darkness of obsession.
I'm definitely gonna go see it. Oh, the
Yep.
darkness of obsession. You needed to shine a little bit of light with the Odyssey.
Yes.
Okay.
But the thing, I haven't seen it yet,
Because
so
you
it's like,
inched that
okay,
right on in, just like you did Casey when we was talking about Love Island. You just put it, you just kind of inched it and put it right up on in there.
right. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. So you guys, speaking of reality TV,
Hmm.
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I know we kind of like come into the storyline of the ending, but we can give a little quick recap of what's been going on throughout the season to up to tonight. So of course, K Michelle has joined the season. So
Hmm.
I feel like whenever anyone new joins a dynamic group, it's gonna change the
The
not like
dynamic.
yeah, dynamic in certain ways. Not necessarily
Yeah.
it's like a big change, but it does depend on that person. It maybe can be big or little, or whatever the person brings to the show. So I'm a big fan of K Michelle. Love her music, and I just to be honest, it has not been what I thought it was going to be with her coming onto the
Same.
show. I know she was on Love and Hip Hop. I've been hearing a lot of her storylines as far as like what happened on Love and Hip Hop pour into Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I feel like that's not a great idea to pour into, an old show into a new show or just your past in general. Like, you want to come into that with, new slate, get to know everybody, on a
You want to rebrand
yes.
if that's the
Um,
case.
exactly. Um,
Um, yes, K Michelle has been a. I love you, K, if you do see this, but K Michelle has been quite a disappointment on the show. I was very excited when K Michelle was coming on because I love K Michelle just as a reality personality. So basically we have K Michelle joining the show. Everyone saying she's not giving too much. She's into it with Drew, which I have my own opinions about Drew. You have Portia and Shamia, who is into it, which is very unfortunate because that is
they're
the
best friends.
years long
Yeah.
worth of a close friendship off
Mm,
screen. Like they're real friends. And
yeah.
so I hate on reality TV when I see friendships and bonds disintegrate due to reality TV. And we got Pinky Cole, which I've
Yeah.
met before. And then we have those are all the new people. And then we have
Yeah.
Kelly and Portia was getting
Yeah.
into it at first. They made up.
Yes.
And now we are celebrating Phaedra's birthday. Thank goodness Phaedra is doing more than facial expressions and a little noises. You
Oh,
know, she actually having dialogue now, you know. And so now we to the point where we're in Scotland and Phaedra's having her birthday there, and now we're at the birthday dinner. After the whole blow up with Shamia and Portia. Now we can't fit all of the details into this episode, y'all, about everything
yeah,
that's leading up to this recap of the last episode. So y'all gotta watch it for yourselves.
yes,
Pretty good season. But the biggest thing that's happening right now is the discourse between Portia and Shamia and their friendship.
correct. That's been the driven storyline throughout the whole season.
It has.
So,
It's
I've been
unfortunate.
hearing things online chat that Shimia may not come back to next season, but I feel like she
I don't
deserves to
think she
come
should
back.
for her mental health.
Yes, that's nothing too. So it's like I'm kind of in between both. Okay, the work, her name being the most, you know, one who been having it out with every single castmate has caught her into the whirlwind of storylines this season. So I
Right.
feel like just by that she deserved another season, but also in the mental health way, I went with her. She doesn't need the show. Shamia got it going on outside the show, and she got a lovely husband, who definitely got it going on too outside the show. So they
Who's a
bring
really good
that
man.
dynamic together. So you know, would love to see her, but she choose not to come back, or I hope it won't be the other way around where Bravo don't bring her back. But they know what they want us to do with their show, their platform. So I will hope that she gets that chance because I'm waiting to see Nene come back too.
Oh yeah.
One thing I will say is that like prior to like a few weeks ago, I had no relationship with any Real Housewives that has ever existed, ever. I did not come up on that. I don't have, it's not watched in my household. Like the closest relationship that I had to this like franchise, like I knew it existed, of course. There's a million of
Right.
them. I knew it. I always knew it was a thing. It's just never something that was in my life. The
Yeah.
closest relationship that I had to it is that my best friends, two of my best friends, know like everything about it, and I told them, and I was like, "Yeah, we're doing a recap episode about this, and we're gonna do like Real Housewives of Atlanta. You're doing Real Housewives?" It's like, yeah. They were like, "What you know about Real Housewives?" And I was like,
We love to hear
I
it.
It's
was
been
like,
a very
yes,
popular show forever. Atlanta is
it
actually who
has.
put Real Housewives on the map for Bravo.
See, and
So
I did know that, and that's why like I've always known it was a thing. It was just never my thing, which is weird because I really didn't get into like reality TV until COVID
yeah.
because I ran out of things to watch.
I've been a fan since American Next Top Model days. Like I
I will
love
say
it.
I did watch some I did watch a little bit of America's Next Top Model, but not really because they be pissing me
I'm
off.
taking it back
Anyway,
all the way to Flavor of Love is when I really
Oh,
started watching reality TV.
see,
Flavor of
right?
Love, and before that, The Real World. And then you had Baldwin
The
Heights.
real world.
And
Oh man.
you had College Hill. Yeah.
see, and
Yes,
I didn't get into
nostalgia.
it. I just wasn't really into like I was never that one person. Like I was watching I was watching anime and Marvel movies. I was not watching like reality. I was geeking out on the most like that's what's in my household. Like and like
Honestly,
like anime and stuff. Like I don't know. It was just never something that necessarily appealed to me until COVID, and then I ran out of stuff to watch. And for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to watch Too Hot to Handle, which I did watch religiously for like 2 months, and then I got sick of it, and then I picked it back up. Like, and then when Love Island got like Love Island season 6,
Okay.
it got like when it started getting like a little bigger, I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm gonna keep up with it.
Yeah.
Like on social media, and then I did watch season 7, and then we just did a recap on season 8, and
Yeah.
I'll possibly watch season 9. But everything that I know about Real House of like Real Hello about Real Housewives of Atlanta, like one thing I do know just based off of my best friend, because me like going into it kind of late and me not having any like former experience with it, I'm watching the new season and I'm like, I know two of these people and two of these references have caught me. I know nothing else. But like all of my friends, I love them down. They're trying to be like, okay, this is her, this is she. But all of my friends say the same thing though, that it was so much better in earlier seasons, and I was
It
like,
Oh
was
yes,
the OG
yeah,
team, Nene, Sheree,
yes.
Candy, all of them. By the way, Cynthia Bailey lives 5 minutes from me, and I saw her at CVS one day.
Oh
Beautiful
wow,
woman, beautiful.
that's crazy.
And a lot of the housewives live in the area that I live in. I'm not gonna say where it is, so I don't want nobody stalking
yeah,
me. But the part of
Get
Atlanta
lost.
that I reside, a lot of the reality people live over there.
That's cool.
But it's like one of those shows I kind of grew up on. Well, I did because my mom used to be real into Real Housewives of Atlanta. She used to watch that all the time, and so I kind of just became interested in it. And as I got older, it has gotten less interesting, and it's
yeah,
just kind of one of those shows where if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
Back then, when you had the Nenes and the Kims and everybody, Kenya, they don't took Kenya off. Like, now it's Portia's show. Um,
but can we be
so it's
honest? Like the show needs Nene back. Like I
the
feel
show
like
needs
what
Nene and the show needs Kenya. The show need Kenya back too.
oh my god, those two, I think everything else will fall in the line. Like
It
I feel like they
will,
would
because
fit
right
perfectly with
now.
the cast.
Y'all getting the Brit Eaties, y'all getting, the
That's
Keisha
too much.
Coles, the K
Like yeah,
Michelle. Like, y'all cut Kenya off. She gone. Nene gone.
yeah,
Candy gone. Not that Candy was the best, but she was an OG and she added to it. Sheree,
yeah,
all these people. Of course, my favorites is always gonna be Nene and Kenya. But I mean,
yes,
even,
yes.
Marlo was entertaining. Y'all took Marlo
I
off.
love Marlo. Yeah,
Eva, y'all just gave her one shot. She didn't come back, but y'all
she
got these
definitely
other
deserved
people
two
on
shots.
here.
Yeah,
And K Michelle, I'm like, I don't expect you to be loving hip hop, K Michelle. You trying to rebrand and change your image and mature and grow, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But give us something, Kimberly.
That's what I
you know who you are.
Golly. Huh?
She said, "You know who you are."
Kimberly.
Who's
Hey, give us
who's
Kimberly.
plotting?
something.
Y'all know y'all plotting on me.
No, but
Right.
like
K
everything
Michelle.
because like I know of her, of course, and I've seen her from like her Love and Hip and like her Love and Hip Hop days. And one thing that I've like that a lot of people are saying is like, how do you have this much experience on reality TV and you're back on a reality TV and you're giving yes, girl, give us nothing. Give, give us nothing. And people are like, somebody said something. I was listening to something on TikTok, and someone's like, "Why does she keep staring into my soul?" Tell her to stop looking at the camera before I get mad, because they say that she
Yeah,
keeps
she's
looking dead in the camera. They're like, "Why is she staring at me? Staring at her?"
Yeah, that was like she was doing it a lot. I feel like she was having a rough
She
first season.
was. I think she was nervous to be around this group of women, right?
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
on Love and Hip Hop, you know what I'm saying? I could be the rough K Michelle. We going toe to toe. I ain't really got to worry about nothing. I think that she wants to present this image now that's more clean cut and things like that. And she's kind of nervous around this group of women because realistically on Love and Hip Hop, couldn't really nobody go toe to toe with her mouth. This is a show about a group of women in an ensemble of women who all of the shots and all of the hits and punches and stuff come from your mouth verbally.
mm-hmm.
So they know how to combat verbally. And so now you in a place where you got to do that. And I think that that makes her nervous when the girls talk about certain things and expose things. I think that that makes her nervous. But it's like, I feel like our expectation needs to be met to some kind of standard, Kimberly.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then, it's just like kind of one of those things where I feel like some people are just too real for reality TV. And I think that Shamia's too real for reality TV. She wear her heart on her sleeve. She don't really know how to play the game. In reality
yes.
TV, you got to play somewhat of a game. Like Portia knows how to, because until we get to that, Portia is so inauthentic to
Horses, we
me.
are trained, baby.
Beautiful woman, beautiful woman. But I know that she's nice, nasty. She do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that don't make it to screen. But Portia knows what she's doing as a reality star. Shamia is very new to this, even though she has been a friend of. But she don't know it like Portia do. So when that comes across on screen, Shamia comes off all of these different ways because she just don't know how to play the game for real. And she
Yeah.
wear her heart on her sleeve, and she just ain't learned the ropes yet. And as far as K Michelle is just too real for the show as well. So is, Pinky. That's why they got a lot of flack from the beginning because they don't know how to play the game like a Kenya or a Nene or,
Yeah.
these people who know how to give you entertainment but still be themselves. I don't think that they
Yes.
found that balance yet. Because again, people keep saying, "Oh, well, K Michelle was on Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives are night and day.
It's
Two
like apples and
totally
oranges.
different reality shows,
Yeah.
two totally different workspaces, two totally different states of mind. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? This ain't the Carly Reds
Mm.
and Erica Mena's. This is the Portias and the Ninis and the upper echelon of Atlanta. Not saying that they not
Yes.
the upper echelon, but the elevated part of Atlanta that they want us to see. And so it's just different.
Wow.
No,
And also
everything
too,
under.
I'm sorry. You
Go ahead,
Okay.
Zoe.
Everything that like I've been seeing, everyone's basically saying like the same thing. Like, well, of course, like the earlier seasons, which everyone has agreed on that the earlier seasons were better, which I feel is the case with a lot of reality TV. Like, especially as cast members like
Hmm.
move on and they get or some get older and don't leave,
Yeah.
or it's the same things every season and it gets
yeah.
boring. And then some of it, we know not everything on reality TV is real, most of it isn't, but then it starts to feel fake, you know?
Yeah, not
You
authentic.
can feel it. The audience can definitely feel it. I've been on the set of Love and Hip Hop, so I
Me
ain't gonna
too.
say too much. But
You know the
love the
favorite thing.
cast, love the crew, met Zane, amazing person, love Zane. But reality TV is produced. Like,
Yeah.
so
And
but with the Real Housewives, it doesn't give us like that love and hip hop feel. It feels a lot more organic and authentic. But Portia is one of those people that I think heavily produces herself. I don't think she's giving her authentic self like she used to.
yeah. And she also got a nice contract with Bravo recently.
Oh, definitely, because she's
Before
the
she,
star of the show now. You don't have
yeah,
Nene, you don't have Kenya. Portia
yeah,
is the star of the show. She's carrying the show, and
yeah.
so she's gonna get the biggest paycheck.
Don't make me call Portia.
Portia.
I can't.
See, okay, you adapting, right? I see.
No, I've see, I've
Hashtag
always known.
RHOA.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've
Right.
always known
Welcome.
about it, and like I
Right.
know, like I've always known about it, and I know
Yes.
some of the like,
Scenes.
like some of the little references. I'm like that one scene in Avengers. Hey, I understood that reference. I got that one. Like I'm
I
here.
got one.
I got one. It's like whenever I hear her name, that just recites in my head, and I'm kind of mad because I've been hearing that on loop for like 2 weeks, and I can't stop saying it. And now all my friends are now saying it, and we're like a bunch of parrots that just won't stop saying, "Don't make me call Portia."
I think it's the
Trying to
beautiful
be over
thing
it.
about it. To show all
Huh?
the references, all
All
the
the
scenes.
references.
It's the
Lanithia
beauty.
Leak still lives rent free in people's heads.
Yes, the memes, the
She do the
gifs.
memes and everything. She could say she don't like them. Nene, girl.
I know she not
All
just.
them, hey, live rent free in people's head. Don't make me call Portia. Everybody saying that on, TikTok and all that kind of stuff. That's
Yeah,
how it's making its way into the Gen Z era, is because of TikTok and all of the social media. Now let's get to Angela Oakley. What do you think about Angela Oakley? Because at first she was my favorite one. She was my favorite newcomer. She was my favorite newbie. I feel like she ate Britt Edie up in that scene from the
Yeah,
beginning. Then she got into it with Pinky on this season. I think she does it very eloquently and effortlessly. But now I feel like she kind of trying too hard at this point. I think
I
that she
agree.
doing too much and trying too hard when it's like, Angela, like, girl, you got it. Just do you and be yourself. Don't try to narrate it. Don't start to try to do that producing yourself and all that kind of stuff. I feel that Angela just got what it takes. She's a star and she just needs to stay on that course and continue to do what she's been doing. I don't
Yeah,
think that she should get caught up in all of that, starting to try to produce herself for the show now that she becoming a bigger name.
right.
I just think it's so funny, Drake, the way that you like are addressing like them, like Kimberly, like
Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that,
Angela.
like TV stuff. Kimberly, Lanithia, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Like
See,
you're full government naming them, and I like you sound like a disappointed dad, and it's so funny to me.
Because I need them to understand, man. We love reality
Listen
TV.
here, young
We
exactly.
lady.
And
invest.
we want our HOA to stay organic,
We
and
do.
first that's our city. So it's like we want
Exactly.
it to be rep properly.
No,
Like
I get it. It's just so funny because he sounds like a disappointed dad. Listen here, young lady. Okay,
They
Kimberly.
need to know. I love K Michelle down. Like, so that's why I'm like, K, come on, Kay, you such an
Please.
extraordinary star. Like,
Yeah.
not only is Kay Michelle a reality star, but she is a like a famous like singer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
she's huge, like a famous
very
country
much
singer
a hero.
now.
Now, yeah. I
Signed
saw
to a
that
major
Beyonce sent
label.
her. I saw Beyonce sent her flowers.
Yeah,
Stretching into
With
the.
that being said, I feel like she can do without the show. I feel like she tried this
she
season, and
Oh, for
could.
sure.
She
let's just
could.
not go
You
there.
She
know,
doesn't.
but
I mean,
I
it's
feel
definitely something
like
that she needs.
it's nothing that she needs, and I feel like a couple of them don't need it. Like Candy didn't need the show.
No, she didn't.
K Michelle doesn't need the show. There's some people I don't want to say they're too big for it because reality TV is reality TV because why aren't we saying that actors are too big for movies? Some, or, people who have big names are too good to be in films. So what's the difference? Why are people with big names too good to be in reality TV? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like, I feel that she wants something that's hers. I feel like she no longer wants the love in hip hop, but she does still want to be on reality TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
because
she
it's the
got,
brand deals. The brand
and
deals.
brand deals.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from that, and she gets a chance to rebrand herself and show her
Mhm.
image differently to the world, right?
Exactly.
But I think that she's holding way too much back this season, which is her first season. She's holding way too much back where we cannot see anything. Like for a couple of, episodes, she just wouldn't come to set. Not come to set, but come to scene.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
she
we
would choose not to
seen.
be in scene, do the
Yeah,
dinners and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need you to do, K Michelle. We
Yeah.
need you to
yeah.
be in the scenes. We need you to be present. We need you to be K Michelle. If you don't want to be K Michelle no more, we need you to be Kimberly. But be
Yeah,
somebody. We need to see you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that the girls are taking advantage of her vulnerability right now because we all know how K Michelle can get.
she's sensitive. She's very
She's
sensitive.
very sensitive, and she's a lot more sensitive around this group of women
Yeah,
than she was on, with the cast of Love and Hip Hop.
right.
I mean, it definitely is something like y'all said, like reality TV stars, like they get brand deals on stuff. Like take like Alandria. Alandria's face is everywhere off of Love Island because like
Yeah,
if you're well known on a reality TV show, like there everybody knows who you are. Like again, as someone who did not grow up on that show, I didn't have a relationship to this show prior to a few weeks ago, but I still know these people to an extent. Like I still know some of the memes, I still know some of the faces because they're well known, and because they're well known, like they get these brand deals and stuff. I think when it comes to like, yeah, she doesn't need the show, but
It still
I think
enhances more things.
it does right. It doesn't hurt her. If anything, it
I mean it
helps
can
her.
hurt her image
Well, it
Yeah,
can
if
hurt
she
her
do it wrong,
image
if she does it wrong,
if she
then
does it wrong.
if it's done. But again, she has the experience. Like I know they're different
Right.
shows, but she knows what to and to not do. Like
mhm.
as long as she's not like doing too much to the point where it's gonna hurt her image, like her like for lack of a better term, like morality.
Yeah,
So I think that like if anything, it'll help her out, especially with her branching into a new like genre. Her talking about Beyonce sending her flowers when she was moving into like country and stuff like that, and seeing her do like, especially like in like the first episode, seeing her do like her photo shoots and like music videos and stuff like that. So like it can also help to like for like of course these people already know her, but it can also help to push forward like albums and certain other
yeah.
projects she's
I
working on.
think that's why she's doing it because she wants
Yeah.
that bigger audience. She just stepped
Yeah.
into country. Well, no, she been country for a minute, but it's been
But she's getting
publicized.
bigger in it.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
it's like a
She's
platform for
doing
her to
more.
show her versatility.
Yeah.
beautiful voice. Like
Yeah.
I
Cause she on a
love
label
it.
with Jelly Roll and all them. Like K Michelle is doing her
Yes,
thing.
yes, she is.
Now to bring it back, how do we feel about the so Zoe, so basically Shamia used to be a friend of the show way
Mhm.
back when, right? And now she is a peach holder. And so Portia and Shamia had been friends since they was 10. They fell out for some years. And when Portia was getting a divorce from Cordell, that's when her and Shamia got back very close. Because their mothers used to be very close. So they used to go on vacations together and all that kind of stuff. Mama's relationships went down the drain. Somebody sleeping with this person, that person came out at the table, as you saw. So how do we feel about the breakup of Portia and Shamia's friendship, watching this season and last season, really, the dismantling of their friendship. I wouldn't say solely due to reality TV, but reality TV definitely has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I think it exposes how strong your friendship is, or
Yeah,
how real it is. Just like, Shamia did a interview with Carlos King right before the reunion, which probably
she
not the
did.
best idea, but she
Not the
told
one
us
where she
that
made that YouTube video with that little mute that YouTube music in
apology,
the background.
right?
The apology video.
Right. And like in her interview, she said her and Portia and really got close until after school. So she said their parents always knew each other. They always hung out.
Yeah,
They went on trips together, but she didn't consider themselves as close.
right.
It was until she got a divorce with her husband.
Yeah,
At that time, Portia was already on the show, so it leads to speculation like did Shamia get closer to her because she had that platform, And I'm in the place where I don't think so, just by the history with being around each other because Portia used to be more friends with Shamia's sisters, so Shamia said
exactly.
in
Right.
Carlos
Yeah.
King interviews. So I feel like it just got dark at this point when the moms got involved. I feel like that should be not on the table. Leave the moms
Yeah.
off the show. Like that's not y'all didn't sign up for that. It's getting to a low where y'all can't come back from. So you have to be careful with.
Okay, but see, and I just watched Carlos King because you know that they get together on Monday Night Live, him, Blue,
Yes,
Claudia, and Dustin, and they do their
yes,
reviews. And I agree with some of the stuff that they said
mm,
because Portia wants to say all these things. Oh, Shamia went low. Shamia went low. Who knows what Portia's doing behind the scenes? First of all, because she's very. You can just tell that Portia is not her authentic self presenting on screen. Portia,
yes,
that's not you. You playing reality. Shamia's not, right? So I already feel off when you do some things or try to present a certain image because I don't feel like it's authentic.
right.
Secondly, you saying that people going low. Didn't last season you say that you would screw Angela husband?
I think that's so getting past. Like a lot of things that happened last season is getting looked over because of this boy with her
It
Shamia.
is, right? So now I'm Shamia and I'm bringing up this. Okay, we on reality TV. Not that her and Angela are friends, but just to prove my point of that Portia goes low a lot and all of the time with any and everybody. And so, but she always loves to play the victim too. Like, oh, well, what did I do? I came in here and I was being, I was being cordial with her. And if she wanted her friendship back with me, we could have talked about it here. Portia, you wasn't gonna be friends with that girl again. Like, let's just stop lying.
Who
Portia
said
just be
that?
lying to me. Who said that?
Who said
Who said that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's Portia. You feel me? And it ain't to crack on Portia, but it's just like, man,
Yeah,
a lot of crazy things have been said. But I know the difference is that you and Shamia have been friends, but let's not
yeah,
forget the fact also that Portia started this whole thing. So when
yeah,
you went online and you blasted, the issues between y'all's moms online, you can't tell Shamia how to react to that. Now should
yeah,
Shamia have said something earlier? Probably so. But now y'all are on another platform that is public, and this is when Shamia chose to speak. Now we can't tell nobody when to speak when you don't already jab. You the
yeah.
one that put y'all business out there first with y'all mamas.
Yeah.
And so now you playing victim because Shamia said that, and now we could never be friends again. But you did it first.
But she
So
did it. She did it on her story. She
she
didn't do
did
it
it
on
on
the
her
show.
story.
So nobody
Yeah.
on the show sees what happened. They don't even probably remember it. Like because like
Exactly. And remember, that's why Phaedra was like, or Cynthia, one of them was like, oh, well, well, nobody really, well, it wasn't presented in front of the group. Okay, it was presented in front of the world, like Shamia said.
yes,
Same
Yeah.
difference.
yes,
That's a social media platform, and
yes.
we're filming right now.
It's the
Same
same.
thing.
It's the
You know what I'm
same.
saying? And I love Cynthia, but Cynthia is kind of doing too much for me with Shamia. Cynthia don't never really check Portia these days.
No, she's
So
choosing the side.
exactly. So I'm just like, and then for some reason, Drew seemed like she real up Portia, as this season. I'm not sure why, but Drew, ever since she got, back in Portia good graces, she just seemed like she like her the same thing she calls me a lap dog. That's exactly what Drew is. What was your reason for leaving the spot when Shamia came in? Because Portia left and you were the
Right.
go naked hair. You a go
Yeah.
naked ambassador.
Yeah. I don't
So,
understand the
you know.
dynamics. Dynamics is weird this season,
It
for sure.
is.
And Angela, she's playing. I feel like Angela, I feel like she's letting the audience and the show, maybe changed how she's moving. Because last season
That's what
we
I
gave
feel
her
like.
all A's. This season is like you kind of all over the place with how you going about things. I do like Angela. I still do like her, but I feel like she is going about things a little strategically wrong, and it's just like it's not
Yeah.
landing. It's like she said she put out things, and then she's like, okay, I heard it from somebody. It's like, okay, it's not much,
She done got caught in a couple of lies this season. Like when they was calling homeboy about the neighbor or whatever, because she said that
Yeah,
she had slept with homeboy's husband, and then the wife was texting her like I don't know why Angela said that. Then Goofy, you called the woman on the phone right in front of Shamia on speaker, and she clearly told you, "Girl, you lying." I
right,
said, like, what a goofball. Why would you do that to yourself on national TV? I
yeah,
feel like her strategy. Because at first she wasn't being strategic. That's what made her such a good housewife.
no,
Because she wasn't being strategic. They was
that's
comparing
what I
her.
was
They said
enjoying.
exactly. They was like Angela fit in with the OGs. Like she should have been with the OGs. Like that's how good we thought you were. Don't get
Yeah,
caught up in trying to play strategy and all that kind of stuff. Now just be yourself like you were. That's what we loved about Angela Oakley when she came on the scene.
yeah. Because sometimes you can look at the comments and speculate to people what they sent out there and make you change up who you thinking and how you
Right.
want to do it. Don't let
Especially
that
if you new
change.
to reality TV. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
just like in general.
it's
We done
unfortunate.
found Drake's bread and butter. I knew that he watched it. I know he was this passionate about it. I'm honestly like, I'm hey.
It's just because I watched it for so long. It's
Yeah.
like, like once you watch a reality show for so many years, you become like tied to these characters in a way.
Yes,
Never parasocial, but
yes,
Never
tied
that.
to their stories and stuff like that,
yes,
and then just seeing them, seeing Cynthia, meeting Pinky Cole, like
yes. Because I haven't
on a
seen it.
set. So like, because I live in Atlanta, I'm a lot more familiar with them, and my cousins have ties to Nene, so
Yeah,
it's just kind of like I'm seeing these people that I'm familiar with and it just is kind of, I guess, passionate because I love reality TV, but
yeah.
also kind of have somewhat of ties to these women as well.
Outside the show, because shout out to King Moore. She has gave me one of my first opportunities to work with her on set. When she
That's
first
what's
came to
up.
Atlanta.
And see,
So
people think that she real.
yes, I respect her, and I also got to feel her outside of the show, and I like her. She get the villain rep, but I had a good moment chance to experience her, and she's good with me.
Yeah. And it is one that I really didn't have a good run in with, but I don't want to put her out there like that. But you get to know these people
Okay, what?
outside of the show, okay? I'm
Right.
not gonna say didn't have a good run in. The interaction, I guess, initially just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure how to take it. And so I don't want to
Understand.
say a bad run or whatever. I just
Yeah.
really didn't know how to gauge or take her. She could have been having a bad day that day, what have you. It's just kind of
Yes.
like the taste that was left in my mouth from the interaction. But other than that, it's like yeah, we have somewhat of ties to these people. We live in Atlanta. We know some of the same people that these people know. We would run in some of the same circles. Bless you.
Thank
So,
you.
Bless you.
I feel like that's why. Then coming from the OGs, you got the Ninis and the Kenyas and the Sherrays. Now you want to see, okay, how is it going to develop over these next years? But at this point, I'm not really so much interested in it like I used to be. It's kind of like one of those things where, okay, well, cool. Now since we're doing it on Empire Talk, let me keep watching it.
Yeah.
But it's not something like that. I'm like, oh, I can't, wait till Monday RHOA like I used to with, Nene and Kim and all them. So,
See,
I think that's just going
that's
around. I
huh?
think that's something that's going. That's definitely something that's going around. Where it's like,
But
'cause I think someone said specific. Someone said specifically last season was trash. I think it was last season.
it
I wasn't a
was,
big fan of last season at all. I feel like
Okay.
they've been trying to revamp the show and change the cast around to get that
yeah,
feel of we're back. And it's unfortunate to me. They saying this season they're back. I feel like they are 50% back. You know, they got another way to go, but I
yeah, they
definitely
got a whole
love
50%.
where
It
they
all ties back
going.
to that nostalgia thing. I feel like that's the thing
Yeah,
for today.
Yeah,
Nostalgia or trying to achieve the nostalgic feeling.
yeah,
Because I feel like it's the same thing. Because I've been hearing the same things over and over and over again. Like a
yeah,
couple years ago, I was hearing so much stuff about um her HOA and like Again, that's why I know some of the things that I know, especially through like friends or like,
Yeah.
whatever, or like memes or whatever. Um,
I feel like you gotta have a balance, like a
yeah.
balance in between the two, like as far as like what the fans want, and and
Mhm.
what you
Right.
put into the show. Keep it a balance.
Yeah.
You just gotta
But I
be.
feel like that's one thing that they're trying to I feel like that's a problem with a lot of media, where it's a mix between finding out what the fans want and then overdoing it, or not
Yeah,
listening to the fans at all.
yeah, yeah.
It's
You gotta
always
find the
it's always
middle.
one or the other.
Yeah,
There's never a median.
yeah.
It's always like, okay, they want this, let's do it, and then
Let
make
me
it
totally be
annoying.
that. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, or
Because
then they just won't
like
listen to the fan base at all, and then they go in a completely different direction. It's really one of those things where it's like, I don't know, if it's a mix between like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it's
That's
also
me.
like,
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah,
once you
but I
find a
understand like
niche,
things happen, especially in reality TV. But
yeah,
it's
because
like,
things can change like within a blink of an eye. That's why I feel like the cast has changed a lot with
yeah,
Housewives. Like
they
they
have
really been trying to get back into like the OG days. And if you want back to the OG days, keep at least three OGs on there. Maybe
right. They
one
never
a
do.
friend of, if you
yeah,
The
want
only
to keep
OG
it.
that we got on here is Cynthia.
Yes, and I feel like I feel like
Oh,
Cynthia.
and Phaedra.
Yeah, and that's great. And Phaedra, she brings a good, pull to the show too as well. But with Phaedra, I feel like she needs her counterparts to play with, her
She
OGs to
needs
play with.
counterparts to play with because she done been over there playing with them ladies from Married to Medicine. She wanted to come back to the show so bad to make faces and make noises, like Dustin said on Monday Night Live. Like that's all she do. And so it's like Phaedra, like what are we getting from you? She ain't got nobody to play with. She ain't got Kenya Moore or anybody who really
Yeah,
play with her
Kenya
like
Moore
that.
challenged them. She challenged everybody.
She challenged
You know,
everybody. Kenya
she
would have
woke
had this
everybody up.
show going.
Yeah, and if you want to stay with Kenya, you finna work.
She
She's
finna put
finna
you to
bring up.
work.
Yeah, she's been bringing up out of everybody. So
Yep.
I missed her on there. So
And
you
people
watch.
don't realize that about what we do, like in reality TV. This is
Yeah.
work, guys. Like
Yes.
we come to work. And so
Thank
you
you.
spot the ones out who come to work. Kenya Moore comes to work. She gonna get people to work and earn a paycheck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's reality, but it's still work.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
you're doing a job. I think, far as the audience and the fans, they forget like that we all doing a job here. So it's just like we have
Exactly.
to
This is a
speak about.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we gotta speak about these topics. Like we also passionate about these topics,
Right.
but it's our duty to have a platform and to speak about these things. And be united. Because at the end of the day, we're not only trying to be divisive. That's
Right.
crazy. But with discussing different reality shows, you see divisiveness a lot on these different TV shows. And to me, I like to break it down. Okay, like why this person, like what their background is. I think of more in deeper ways, like you said, like on a production and things. Like
Yeah.
okay, when I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, how this setup scene like? Because like when they be having these scenes in restaurants, they have to call these restaurants prior to
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
them being there, so the audience don't know all these details to
They
bring
don't.
a show together. So they should just look at small pieces. So with fans and production audiences, like let's just all meet each other in the middle, and be
And
transparent.
blooper, well, not blooper for the audience, but a little bit of what's the word I want to use for this?
T.
Huh?
T.
I mean, it is a little tea, but news break, guys.
Right.
A lot of the people in the background, do y'all ever wonder why they don't look when something is happening, when people yelling or when
Yeah.
people throwing glasses and everybody just feels like,
That
them
is
as actors. Those are
Yeah.
background actors. That's just one thing that
yes.
I want to give y'all because I don't want it to ruin not y'all, but audience, I don't want to ruin y'all, experience with reality TV.
Mhm.
But
But I feel like at this point we all know, because also like pertaining to that, maybe not this example specifically, but pertaining to the fact that a lot of things are staged. My mom, back when she was acting, she did a lot of background work, which is what I did for a while.
yeah,
She was in oh, what was it? It was the paternity court thing, where it's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah. Oh,
are
that's
not
super
the
fake.
father. She's in the audience. She's like in the courtroom during that like whole thing, and she was on set for like 3 days. Like these
Yeah,
people are actors. They're
actors.
extras hired in to do that. Because if these were real people, especially with the Real Housewives franchise being as big as it is, they wouldn't make it out the door. These people are
No.
celebrities.
Yeah, right.
They wouldn't make it out the like they wouldn't. No.
Now, what I do gotta say about Atlanta is that don't nobody give a damn about celebrities in Atlanta. I swear they be
Everybody's
packed.
celebrity in Atlanta.
Like
Everybody is.
That's
everybody's a
true.
celebrity in Atlanta. The other day, before I came home, I just seen Boosie coming up the elevator at Lenox Mall at the mall. Every time you step out,
Oh
and
well,
ain't nobody
Atlantic.
paying no
Yeah,
mind.
Yes.
Every time you step out of your house in Atlanta, like I be telling people, like I seen Cynthia at CVS, ain't nobody talking to her. People
Right.
really don't care in Atlanta
It's
because we all
normal.
doing
well, I feel
something.
like
Don't
there's
nobody
also
care about
always like
celebrities.
that one person, or
It's
like
always that one person, right?
there's always
So
gonna
of
be
course you gotta,
somebody, or at least because here's the thing, or at least you're gonna like look like
yeah. At
you
least you're
could
gonna look right.
like you'll
You're
do
gonna
like
be
a double
interested.
take and you'll be like, oh, was that such and such? That's crazy. Like
Mhm.
they may
Yeah,
not
and I'm trying
bum
to
rush
listen into
you.
that conversation too. Oh,
Right, right. Like the way like I would pick up my cutlery so that it doesn't like bang on the tape on the plate so that I could hear everything. You just be seeing me like this.
I be trying to
Cause
get
like,
some
what do you mean?
information too. What's
Cause
the
like
other
you'll
shit you
definitely
saying?
look or whatever, but like you said, there's a reason why these people don't like they just chill. Like
Right.
there could be
Yeah.
yelling, screaming about an explosion could go off behind them, and they're still just gonna be there eating, like chilling. Like they no. But I think at this point, everyone knows that there is an element of like fiction to reality TV.
Yeah, TV,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, of course, like some of it is either based on or like there are things that are happening that are, but some elements of it do have to be like for safety reasons to,
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all know, like, these
yeah,
are
we
famous
know.
people who got big. Y'all know these things have to be called before, like it's set up
Yeah.
properly because it would not be a show. It
Like, do
would be
y'all
a
really think they're
shirt.
gonna be bringing
It has
five
to be
giant
produced.
cameras, booms, like mics, everything everywhere
It's
with
a
them, and
set.
no one has any idea? Like you
Right.
know, like they have
Yeah,
to call places ahead for like safety reasons, reservations, like seeing if people are okay being on camera, contracts being signed, extras,
Release
hiring
forms.
processes. Like
yeah,
Yes.
they can't just grab. Like it's not vlogging. Like
No.
it's a production.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Like
it's it's, it's
it's not like I'm making a TikTok or whatever and I have a tripod and I walk into a Target talking about what I'm gonna buy. Like it's like three cameras on them,
Yeah.
lighting, booms, microphones. Like it's a lot.
Hmm.
So some of these like it can't be. There's always gonna be an element of fiction to it, but it's based off of real ish
Yeah.
things.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, to close this topic, I would like to say, um, I'm happy to see Atlanta go on a Scotland trip. Other than like an island, like or Savannah. you know, I'm happy
Yeah.
to
doing
see.
this, doing that.
Love to see. I want to see more of this because I feel like being represented, as a black African American, like you want to see yourself on TV. You want to see us do more, especially like the other franchises. You got Beverly Hills, you got Salt Lake City, you got Orange County. We
Hmm.
see them go on a lot of different trips. Like, okay, I want to see Atlanta go on a lot more trips, just like you know the other franchises. So,
Yeah, like the foreign countries and stuff like that.
yes, I
And to
love
get
to see
dressed up like they did, instead of being out by the pool in
or
Cabo in some
Miami.
bikinis or Miami, eating steak and hors d'oeuvres, you know.
Like
Right.
places with
So,
like more culture, so to speak.
Yes,
yeah,
more
Where you
culture.
don't see as many like black people specifically. Like just
Yes, that's where I'm coming from. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
like places with a bit more yeah, other than like going down to another island, another
yeah,
beach, drinking mimosas on the beach, sipping margaritas on the beach.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're at the beach. Oh, shocker, you know.
exactly.
And
So
Score.
like
also
it's
too,
cool to see.
there's a few scenes from this episode that wasn't aired. Like they had a traders moment where they all had like
I didn't even see that.
the right because they took it out. So speaking
Mm.
on that, like reality TV or any kind of production, sometimes you may still see, and it may not even air. and it's just like, oh my god, where was this scene?
I,
And
in
we are
the edit
detectives
room,
here.
get cut.
We are
Cuts.
detectives. We don't miss nothing. We
Yeah.
see it all. So, but that's the authentic thing about it too. Like, it's life. Like,
Yeah.
there gonna be some little loopholes and mistakes along
Yeah.
the way. But yes. So to close the show, do you guys have anything else to say on our wrap up?
Go watch the Odyssey. And Obsession is a good
You know
movie.
what?
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
matter
watch
what
the
Drake
Odyssey. I'm
says.
gonna go watch it so we can recap it. That
I
sounds
don't care what Drake says. Obsession's a good movie.
Y'all want to go see Obsession? More power to y'all. Let me know
and,
how it is. Uh, because you
and
may agree
Drake
with
needs
me
to
or you
watch
may agree with Zoe.
Hereditary.
But
yes.
my closing thoughts is hashtag Nolan Wells. Those are my final
Yeah,
thoughts.
Yes.
always.
Hashtag Nolan Wells.